They say, "See, why the valley itself is dark as pitch. We saw hobgoblins, satyrs, and dragons of the pit. We also heard a continual howling and yelling, like people under unspeakable misery who sat bound in afflictions and chains. And over the valley hangs the discouraging clouds of confusion. Death always spreads his wings over it. In a word, it is in every way dreadful and utterly chaotic." Christian replies, "In spite of what you have said, yet this is the way to my desired haven." The men reply one last time, "Though it is your way, we will certainly not choose it for ours." So they parted, and Christian went on his way, keeping his sword drawn in his hand for fear that he should be assaulted. Then I saw in my dream that as far as this valley stretched, there was a deep ditch on the right. That is the ditch in which the blind have led the blind for all ages, and both have miserably perished there. Behold, on the left there is a very dangerous quagmire, into which if even a godly man falls, he can find no bottom for his foot to stand on. Into that quagmire King David once fell, and no doubt would have been smothered had not he who is able, obviously that's the Lord, he who was able plucked him out. The pathway through this valley was exceedingly narrow. Therefore Christian had great difficulty. For when he sought in the dark to shun the ditch on one hand, he was almost ready to tip over onto the mire on the other side. And as he carefully sought to escape the mire, he would almost fall into the ditch. Thus he went on, sighing bitterly. For besides the dangers mentioned above, the pathway was so dark that often when he lifted his foot to step forward, he could not see what he was about to set it on. The flame and smoke would continually come out in such abundance with sparks and hideous noises, things which Christian could not fight with his sword, as he did Apollyon. That's one of the fierce demons he fights. Apollyon means destroyer. So therefore he was forced to put away his sword and take up another weapon called all prayer. So he cried out, "O Lord, I beseech you, deliver my soul."